Hey, John.
Hey, how's it going, Eric?
It's going all right. It's going all right.
Happy Thursday night.
Yes, Thursday, a little day late this week. It's all good though.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I think I texted you why I was like, and no, a Wednesday is shot for me. But I
All good.
I I I've been fighting this thing with my car.
Uh-huh.
I dropped it back off on Monday, because the electric backup camera is fritzing out,
Mm-hmm.
and they texted me and said, part will be in on Wednesday. I was like, okay. So Wednesday, I'm like, so can I pick it up on this afternoon? And he says, well, that didn't fix it, but the next thing to try is 5 days out. So come pick it up. I'm like, okay, awesome. That'll be great. So
Mm-hmm.
when my son got home from class, you know, 4 or 5, they close at 6. So I'm like, and I had a 6 o'clock work meeting, and I was like, okay, but it's 20 minutes in, we could do it. So like, zip down, pick up my car, zip home, do the no problem. We got a flat tire.
Oh
So
no.
my son was driving the car he drives to class, and I felt a bump when we were on the highway, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, hmm, okay, but we wound up pulling off, and he's like, oh, the tire light just came on. I was like, what's the tire pressure? 24. I'm like, well, like literally we're going to pass a Home Depot and a discount tire shop like a mile and a half away. I'm like, we're gonna pull in there. We
Yeah.
did not make it to
Oh
discount
no.
tire. Yeah, so I started, you know, I felt I had rolled down the window just because I was worried about it, and I'm like, nope, pull over. So we were 1.9 miles because I from the Ford dealer at least. So I called Hillsboro Tow, and they're like, "Yep." I'm like, "When will you be there?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't tell you, but it won't be very long." I'm like,
Can't tell you?
well, she doesn't know. Like,
Oh,
not
it's a
not not
secret.
not really. It's a secret, but you're like, we'll get somebody there as soon as possible. And
Right.
I mean, we actually got this. They had one of those little like mini tires in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
underneath, so we got it out and we got the jack out, and like we're right next to the curb. I'm looking at the jack. There's the manual says there's one and only one place to lift the car from.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really see underneath there. Those jacks are like toys.
Yes.
So I was like, whatever. I have roadside assistance. Call Hillsboro Tow. Then my other brilliant idea was I'll call Uber and have Uber take me to the Ford dealer so I could pick up my car.
Yeah.
And could I make it back to the car before the tow truck gets there? Because my son's like, wait, you're leaving me? What? I'm like, well, just tell him to change the tire. It'll be okay, and I'll be right back. I promise. Like, so anyway, I did not make it back in time, but I made it back quickly. He was in the midst of putting on the
The
spare
spare.
tire. He
Mhm.
already had it jacked up,
Okay.
and evidently had to inflate those spare tires. He's like, they're always low. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Okay.
okay. Anyway, whatever. Like, so I was a little bit late, although I didn't tell the people why I was late. Um, or I joined from the car, like as I was 5 minutes
Yeah.
from the house. But I was like,
Yeah.
and I had other stuff that needed to get done. And so that's why I texted. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
can we record tomorrow?
Yes.
I, my evening has been shot.
It worked out just fine. I spent more time on my AI coding adventures.
Okay, AI coding adventurist.
Yeah, and the more you dig into what the tools can actually do and play with all the features and the different types of models that are available, I am extremely impressed. Like stuff literally that I know would have taken me weeks is now doable in hours. But I still think the key caveat is yeah, they'll do what you ask them to, but rarely do they do it the most efficient or secure way.
Yeah.
They just do what you ask them to. So you you still got to be somewhat of a mid-level to senior software developer to eyeball the code and understand what it's doing and see, hey AI, go fix this chunk of the code, which no
Yeah.
bueno. So,
So at what point though do you
mhm,
then start after it does it, go function by function and pass it to a different model and say, hey, what's wrong with this? And can you optimize this?
exactly.
Hey, what's wrong? So it's turtles all the way down.
Of course. And, you
Or
know,
or
we've been around long enough. There have been numerous different types of things of how to do coding and
uh-huh.
from the agile development to object development to I remember 30 years ago there was this tool where you would just drag shapes and then attach
Oh
wires
yeah, yeah, yeah,
between
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember
yeah,
what that
yeah.
was
Visual
called.
programming.
Yeah, and you would just wire these things up and then hit
It
compile. This is not new, but the AI coding seems like the first actual okay, this is going to stick around.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anywho,
We live in interesting times. We
why,
live in
yes.
interesting times.
Yes,
So,
this is true.
yeah.
All right.
How about you? Anything other than AI coding? Mr. AI coder?
Well, I do. I have. I got a British crime drama recommended to me by. So I was talking to another guy, and he said, "You know who is like knows all about the British crime dramas is, and it's our CEO." And I happened to
Okay.
be at a dinner with him, and I was told you should go ask him what the best ones are. So he gave me a
Okay.
list of like 4 or 5. He was very generous and gave me these list, and so I started one. It's called the Line of Duty. It's on Hulu. I just finished season 1, and it was very intense. I mean, and I like them because they're crime procedural dramas, like and they're very British. So they're like long and they're kind of character driven, and a lot of this kind of it's not the American shoot 'em up, bang bang, go away, right? But this is kind of annoying as well because the bad guys don't lose. So I guess in that sense,
You're like,
it's probably a little bit
wait.
more realistic. I mean, some of the bad guys lose, but it's I don't know if it's setting
Yeah.
things up for later seasons. I haven't started season 2 yet, but
Okay.
that was kind
Okay.
of my other thing that I, in my spare time over the weekend, kind of said I should dig in and watch one of these. So it was pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's not my something fun.
Okay.
It's
All
a
right.
intro fun for you.
Intro fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with intro fun. All right. Well, how about a topic this week?
Well, I didn't know if you want to do like the mini topic of the Openclaw Lobsterfest that's been going on. Like, what could possibly go wrong? I love it.
Oh,
Where'd you see that snapshot? Was that off Hacker News?
oh, it was on a Hacker News, the Hacker News thread.
Yeah.
Yeah. The quote is, "Oh, so people are essentially just piping the internet into pseudo sh." I can see how that might possibly go awry now and again, especially on a machine with access to bank accounts. Um,
Oh, man.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder if this is just going to blow over and
I
kind
don't
of
think
die out,
so.
or
I
if
don't
this
know.
is
I don't think
going to
so. I
be a
think this is.
thing permanently going forward.
I think it's
I
pretty
don't know.
cool.
I give it
I,
a 50
I,
50.
uh,
I think
I think
something like this will matter. I don't know that it's this.
no, no. Yeah, my 3 cents is that this is in its current incarnation is too complicated, way too complicated, and way dangerous.
Yeah.
Uh, so hard to figure out for an average person.
Hmm.
I think that, and the things that I've done, to kind of set it up in a sandbox on a different machine with like, the accounts and not giving it access to my primary Gmail, forwarding things to it. Yes, it's got its own Gmail, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
The sort of stuff that I've done, you've done, totally. It makes sense for like a super technical community.
There are a lot of non-technical people installing it.
Somebody's going to make it a really push button. And help with some of the security items for sure.
Okay.
It'll be watch this space.
Yeah, I'm sure we will be talking Openclaw tragedies more in the future.
Yeah, no comment. There's already been a few.
Yeah.
I didn't actually choose one of those for my topic either. I noticed you didn't either.
No. But my topic.
There's been a bunch. Okay.
Yeah,
your topic.
My topic is Apple in some new iPhones and iPads is actually limiting your cell service, right? Cell carriers, even though you can, with your Apple device, go turn off location services or turn off GPS. And I think maybe especially teenagers think, aha, now I'm invisible. Not true. Cell carriers have always been able to see pretty much exactly where you are using tower triangulation.
Towers.
It's kind of how GPS works. Triangulation, right? It's just on the ground instead of from space. But apparently this new feature in newer Apple phones and iPads forces the phone to communicate with the network in a way that only reveals your general neighborhood. So your approximate location rather than kind of exactly where you're at, right? Because historically...
Does it like randomly choose a tower to send a packet at or something?
I don't know exactly how it...
Like slowing down packets? Like you could...
I
could imagine how you could play with like the timing of packets to do that. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. But, right, historically, users, you and me, have had pretty much zero control over what the carrier is doing with your location. Even if you've turned every privacy setting to off, this has been a gold mine for law enforcement who subpoena it and hackers who breach it and steal it. And I think we even I tried to find this really quick, but I think we even talked about an FCC fine a couple of years ago about U.S. carriers sharing customer location data illegally, like without user permission. So
I remember talking about an article that you could basically sign up for a demo account and get access to carrier data for anyone.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was T-Mobile, but I probably shouldn't throw them under the bus. I don't actually remember who it was. Anyway.
Your guess is as good as mine. Apparently it only works with Apple's new custom-built modems. So it's the iPhone Air, iPhone 16e, and the iPad Pro, the M5 version, because the iPhone 17 still uses the Qualcomm modems. And
they're playing with a timestamp. There's going to be a timestamp. It's
got to be something like that.
Embedded signature, and they're like mucking around, adding random noise to the timestamp so that the distance to the tower can't be
changes slightly.
Figured. Okay. Anyway, that's John's 4 cents.
There you go. However, carriers need to support the protocol, so it apparently is not just messing with time.
Well, then maybe not. Sorry, dude. I totally was assuming that was not the case. Clearly, I did not read this article or your notes,
or the yellow highlighted chunk right there.
Thanks for letting me walk into the the forest, into the brambles. Okay, no, that's
apparently
fine. That's fine.
Part of it is the carrier has to support the protocol, and you can imagine AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, the aforementioned T-Mobile, not currently supporting the protocol.
Interesting.
But I would imagine at some point, like everything with Apple will push their privacy. That's what we do with the iPhone. lawmakers will something bad will happen, and Apple will say, "Well, we solved the problem here if just the carriers would support the protocol, etc."
Or they
So
get to their next contract negotiation, and
yeah,
you get a few extra bucks off.
if you something, but it doesn't impact 911 or emergency calls. So you still can use your exact location if you're using, for 911 or emergency, or if you've shared your location with, Apple's Find My app or Google Maps. They use GPS anyways, but you can enable it. It's a new feature. But we'll see as Apple's new devices start moving away from third-party modems. Apple is just going to have a lot more market power to push how they want things done on, the outside world. So I thought it was a cool idea, and we'll see how it works. And I don't know how it works, but I'm sure we'll find out more soon.
I'm sure there's some papers somewhere about that, but
yeah. So there you go.
Very cool. Okay. I guess are the Apple modems in the iPhone 17s?
No. Only the Air 16 and iPad Pro M5 right now. The 17s are using Qualcomm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I imagine that will change with the 18s and beyond.
Well, so. I don't know when I'm going to wind up. What am I rocking? I think I'm rocking a 15. So,
I got my 15. I'm holding out for the 18s at this point.
Yeah, it's probably the
3-year cycle is good enough.
It's probably where I sit. Okay, my article I got I brought a Ars Technica about abuse of a legitimate clean listed sender domain for emails. So, if you can trick a legitimate service into sending an email on your behalf from their, legitimized and all the, oh my gosh, how many different security protocols have been layered on to SMTP in the last 30 years. Here it is. So this is a Microsoft.com, right? So you can, there are scammers that are abusing, Power BI to send reports that come from no reply Power BI at Microsoft.com. And Microsoft asks people to, clean list this report or add it, or this email address, add it to allow list, because this is where quote unquote critical business reports come from.
Right.
And it's verified, DMARC, etc. So the attack works by Power BI has a feature that allows users to subscribe external email addresses to a dashboard or report. But how do you they're not verified. So then the attacker creates a dashboard, embeds the scam message, like a fake invoice, as the payload of the content, and then they send it to their subscribers.
Yeah.
Microsoft sends out the notification. There you go. So there's some examples in the article that have, images of the related items. And I mean, if you have a list of emails of people who might expect to see an email from Microsoft Power BI, you're going to get a higher likelihood of an open rate. And, a lot of the scam stuff is all about, there's been one of the examples they had in here was like a $399 charge for a Microsoft 365, or AV subscription expiration or something like that.
It's a very popular one.
And they like a lot of, and I don't know. It didn't say explicitly that they filter URLs, but the email, the examples they had have a scam phone number to call. So it's actually a sort of a multi-pronged attack. If you call the phone number, you're going to get connected to a fraudulent agent who will try to trick you into installing a remote access Trojan or something like that to take control of your computer, kind of a tech support scam.
Yep.
Or overlaps with tech support scam. So, like Microsoft has a footer that's in all these emails at the very, very bottom that says something along the lines of, you're receiving this message because you were added to a Power BI subscription, but like, that's in small print at the bottom, and you sort of miss the whole thing. And then, like, what Microsoft has done, at least so far, is they just are forcing the subject line for all reports sent out from Power BI to be Power BI report subscription delivery.
That'll fix it.
And that's it. So regardless of what the configured report name is, I mean, you would think that this is a initial Band-Aid fix. Well, let's at least do this, and then while we're working on the real fix. Yeah. So benefit of the doubt. Presumably they're working on a real fix, but at least at the moment, it still works, and it's ugly. So like with many things, if somebody calls you and says, "Hey, I'm from your bank," you should say, "Oh, thank you very much," and hang up. And then if you feel the need to, call your bank or call your credit card or call from a known number, from the number that's on the back of your credit card, from the number that is your bank. Certainly
they don't have enough money or resources to start calling people individually. They're not going to call you. They want you to call them.
No. Don't.
And then they'll make it difficult by sending you through a phone tree. So just think about how logical this is, that they're going to spend the dollars to call you.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought that was a interesting abuse of legitimate services. So
hopefully they fix it for real. All right.
My fingers are crossed. All right. How about something fun?
All right. My something fun. If you haven't clicked on it, you can click on it.
I have not clicked on it.
This one is just entertaining to me. You just click with a mouse and draw little doodles, fractal goodness all across your browser. You can change the colors. This is horrible
cool
for a podcast, but you can change
it changes it the colors are based on the speed of your mouse moves?
No, you can, if you click on the little, I think it's probably blue, the controls in the upper left, it'll give you different colors, and then you can mix and match colors in, and then you can do rotational symmetry or no rotational symmetry. You can mirror, you can make it spiral towards the center. It's just good old-fashioned fun.
That is it's spirograph by any other name.
Yes. And you can even just click and hold your mouse there, and it just kind of randomly does things in the vicinity of where your mouse is being held. So I just think it's a lot of fun. It's just goofy, like what people will throw on the internet.
Yeah. This is cool.
I have spent more time than I probably should admit just turning my brain off and trying to draw things. So,
okay, that is totally cool.
All right, weavesilk.com. Go play weavesilk.com. I haven't tried it on a phone, actually. I've only done it in my browser.
I was just thinking that.
I wonder. It does say there is a download from the App Store, so apparently there's an app as well for $2.99.
That is very cool. That is very cool, Eric.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I could see why that would be.
All right, there's my something fun. Weavesilk.com.
Weavesilk.com. Okay, my something fun. Let me pull this back up. I wondered if we had talked about this. I swear that I read about this a long time ago, but I Googled.
I don't remember.
In our, or I
don't remember this.
I looked in our RSS and I didn't see it, so you get it again. This is Dolphin Gemma. So Google DeepMind project to try to figure out how to use machine learning to understand dolphins. Do they understand words? No, they do not. But they are trying to find and kind of, the article says, crack the grammar of dolphin whistles and clicks to try and discover their meanings.
Douglas Adams would approve.
Right? Mm-hmm. So, one of the things they're trying to do is predict dolphin speak. So if they just like LLMs can predict the next token, if they can train based on the evidence, I didn't pull out the name of the research organization that has been studying this pod of Atlantic dolphins for, I think it's decades. So they've got tons and tons and tons of audio. So they're trying to learn to predict the next sounds so that they can generate novel but structurally accurate dolphin vocalizations. Like, what's the next token? Would be pretty cool. So obviously, like, wouldn't it be cool if we could actually figure out a shared, like, a vocabulary of what they're saying? But that's obviously a long ways out.
Yeah.
So anyway, DeepMind, Dolphin
Gemma. I'll have to watch the video. I'll have to watch the video later.
Right?
Cool.
Anyway, that's there you go. I thought that was cool.
I like it.
I thought that was cool.
All right, John.
All right, my friend. Have a good evening.
You too. I will chat with you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.